G'day guys, my name is Ben and welcome to the channel, and today we're going to be testing a myth to see if removing the air intake silencer from the air intake in my Subaru WRX STI is actually worth the effort. Now the internet out there believes that removing this particular piece can increase the air induction noises from your car, and considering I'm kind of stuck at home at the moment in a bit of a volunteer COVID isolation period, I thought why not test this out and see if it actually does anything. So in this video, you'll be able to see how to do it yourself if you're interested in doing it. And also at the end of the video, there will be a before and after so you can really see if there's any difference at all. And with that said, let's jump straight in and get into the install.
Alright, so from the top main intercooler, the intake silencer is located just down here where you can see that white container. You follow the intake, you follow it across to here, down here to the airbox. And it's this big white container that you can see down here. So all that exists just to silence the intake noise. So we're going to remove it. So hidden down in the bottom of the bay, there's one 10mm bolt we have to remove, and then just one more up here that we need to remove too. That's it. Okay, so here is the whole airbox. This is where the intake comes in. And here is our silencer. So we're going to remove that and then pop it back in. So all we've got to do is remove this plastic screw here as our first step. There's our clip. Now, I believe this just twists. A little bit of force. There we go, and we're out. Look at that. I've got a stone inside. So now we need to seal this to stop everything else from coming in. Alright, so I've found this lid from a citronella outdoor candle, and with a quick cut of an edge it is basically a perfect fit over that excess hole. So I'm going to be putting this down permanently, so let's prepare the surface for that. So I'm just going to wipe down the area in some metho. Plastic is actually hardier than it looks, but I've decided I'm going to give it a quick paint before I do it, just to kind of help it last a little bit longer. Alright, so I've roughed the surface up now, so I'll give that a little bit of paint just to kind of help give it some protectant. Like I said, I'm not doing this for looks, I'm doing it just to kind of help this material last a bit longer. Alright, I've painted this lid up now. It's red just because that's the only colour I had left over from a can. So what I'm going to do is squish that up. It's a pretty native fit already. It won't actually come off, but I'm going to super glue this down now. And we'll get ready to super glue. Alright, so that's now glued on, but we still have a hole here and a hole here that we should probably deal with. Keep a note, the airbox itself has a hole, and the intake silencer also has a hole in the bottom as well. So we don't need to be perfectly sealed. I've cleaned the surface already. And I'm just going to do one coat in some black tape too. Here is the end result. Got our lid, that's pretty much sealed on the whole way around. Got 2 different layers of tape holding the rest on. Guess it's ready to put back in.
Alright, so that was a pretty easy install. I reckon if I wasn't mucking around with all the video gear and everything like that, I reckon this could easily be done in under an hour if you were really keen. But yeah, definitely one you could do in the afternoon. So let's go see if this was actually worth my while and check out the before and after video. So in terms of this recording, what I've done is I've actually mounted my camera with a good quality shotgun microphone in the middle of my interior so you can hear what the car sounds like from the inside. And I've also mounted a microphone right in the fender near the airbox so we can try and listen to the changes in the induction noise right inside the engine bay. And hopefully we'll actually be able to tell there's some kind of difference or at least determine if this was a waste of time or not. So why don't we go ahead and check all this out. Alright, so what did you think of that comparison? Now, with the microphone that I've put straight in the engine bay, you can definitely tell there is some kind of change in induction noise. But basically, when you listen to it inside the car, there is basically no change in the sound. And I'll have to be honest, I was really trying to listen for it, and I could barely tell the difference. But when we did compare the microphone that I had mounted inside the engine bay, there was a little bit of a difference between the before and after. So there is definitely some kind of induction noise change here. So if you are after the loudest possible variant of your stock Airbox, this is probably the way to go. However, if you were trying to save money and not get a cold air intake or anything like that, you are not going to get the same kind of noises that you would hope to get from this. So if you're going down that path, save yourself the hassle and probably just go and buy a cold air intake from the beginning. It will probably be a much better experience for you. So overall guys, in my opinion, after doing this mod myself, I would say this particular mod is a bit of a myth. I really don't think it changes the induction noise that much to really warrant the effort that you'd put in. The only other thing that I would say is this does shave almost 500 grams off the weight of your car. So if you are chasing weight reduction, well, arguably you have just made your car a little bit faster. Now the great thing about this mod is it's basically all reversible anyway. You can put everything back, which is really good. But realistically, I don't think you'll really bother. Pretty much, if you had a really quiet weekend and you're just looking to get outside, maybe give this a go. Otherwise, you can probably spend your time more wisely, in my opinion. Hope you found this video helpful, guys. Please leave a like and subscribe if you found it helpful. And until then, we'll see you around for the next video. Have a good one. See ya.